for my niggas dead or boat locked.
And this is for my niggas now shining on top.
Close your eyes, little dunny, take a whiff of this dope. Open up your eardrums as the speakers blow smoke.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. Today we're taking a look at a second scent from the house of Atelier Cologne. This one is called Cedre Atlas. Now, I reviewed Vetiver Fatale last year. This one is from their collection Azure, which I believe is or was exclusive to Sephora. And I went to Sephora to check them out, and really the only one that I was interested in was this one. I really liked it. I was pondering getting a full bottle, and then I saw that they had these 7.5 ml sprays for $28, and so I grabbed one of those. And I don't know if I'm going to upgrade when I'm done and get a full bottle. I'd say I probably will, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Now, if you like a little bit of brand history on Atelier Cologne, please do check out the Vetiver Fatale video that I did. But basically, this is a newer French fragrance house that's very invested in making traditional eau de cologne longer lasting with high-end materials. They have a gorgeous shop in Nolita that's not too far from Le Labo and Aesop, and they're also sold at Sephora locations in New York City and Bergdorf Goodman. I sort of overlooked this brand for a while, and that they had these 30 ml bottles and 7.5 ml bottles available. I realized this is just a really good brand to take a good look at, and there are definitely a couple more that I'll be adding to my collection in time, like Amber Nuit, probably first, which is this gorgeous boozy orange scent that reminds me of Grand Marnier liqueur. I'll probably be adding Orange Sanguine, the orange juice scent, and Cedre and Verant, which is a nice eau de cologne that's lime based. I'll probably eventually add those to my collection in due time. But as I said, this one is part of that Azure line. There's 3 other scents in that line. They have a fig based one, Figuier Ardent, a Mandarin Glacial, which is Mandarin based, and Sud Magnolia, which is Magnolia based. And this one, Cedre Atlas, the note breakdown on is bergamot, lemon, black currant, cedar, jasmine, apricot, white amber, papyrus, and vetiver. It's available in 3 sizes. There's a 100 ml that's $125. There's a 30 ml that's $85. And the 7.5 ml vial you see right here is $28. It is eau de parfum strength, and the perfumer is Jerome Epinette. He did 3 of these scents, and he's done a few others for Atelier. He also did Bal d'Afrique for Byredo and a few other scents as well. As far as availability goes, as of me filming this one, I think it is exclusive to Sephora. So it comes in a nice blue tube like this. This is Cedre Atlas, Atelier Cologne Paris. Nice silver top and decent atomizer, so fits really well in like a bag or a jacket pocket. The box says Atelier Cologne, vaporizer, natural spray. You have your notes here: Atlas cedarwood from Morocco, lemon from Sicily, white amber. And then in the back you have a little bit of a character study of the cologne's character. So really sort of nice packaging, even though it's a small vial and not a full box. And this is one of those scents where I wasn't sure that I got the right scent when I bought it. I thought I must have had sprayed something else on my skin, because when I read the Fragrantica reviews, people got a very citrusy, light, woody scent, and I got this really apricot dominated, almost cake-like gourmand. And I'm sticking to my guns and saying that's what I think Cedre Atlas is. Through and through, this is a gourmand scent for me. There's woods in here, but the woods are very restrained. When I spray this one on, guys, I get this really luscious lemon and apricot vibe, almost like someone took apricots and lemons and just made a jam with them. It's super sweet, but for me, it's not sweet enough to the point of being cloying. As far as the way this one opens, if you're looking for it to mainly be this woody beast like Tam Dao, you're looking in the wrong direction, because this is just not that. You know what else this one actually reminds me of, now that I think about it? It kind of reminds me of a mixed tropical fruit cup. It's got these other fruit notes that really do have a tropical flair to them, but that could definitely sort of be the apricot and black currant. and the lemon blend. It's really pleasant fragrance off the top. Now, there's not a ton of progression in this cologne. It's thick, jammy, it's sweet, and it doesn't deviate too far from that. Do I get the papyrus and the vetiver ever? Not really. It's just a really sweet sort of fruit bomb that I really enjoy. Excellent performance as well. I get 8 hours easy here with projection and sillage. Definitely, I would say this is a unisex scent because of how sweet it is and fruity. It maybe is a bit even more female leaning. As far as time of the year, yeah, spring is definitely okay to wear this one in, but I think fall and like winter evenings are probably going to be the best. You know, this is a real gourmand, and I think that is probably a bit too dense for the summer. Situationally, I think this would be great out at night, casually for a date, but it might be a bit too sweet for work. Now, if you can't find this one and you're looking for something similar, you know, there's not a lot out there that I could really compare this to. But if you were looking for an apricot scent, one that I do know that's pretty good is Vanilla Apricot by Laurence Dumont. And if you were looking for a cedar scent too that I happen to really enjoy, are Grissons by Phaedon and Tam Dao by Diptyque. But none of the three that I just mentioned really to me resemble this one. It was very hard for me to think of anything that actually smells like this. If someone were trying to sell this to you, I think they would tell you this is a really well done cologne by Atelier. It's got that Atelier quality to it. It's very unique. The fruit notes in this are beautiful. You know, even, dare I say, reminds me a little bit of pulp and just how realistic they are. And what's cool is there are a lot of different size options and price options. If someone were trying to talk you out of this one, I think they'd probably tell you this one could easily become cloying for some people and definitely not right for summer. Could lean a bit feminine with that sweetness to it, and a fragrance that just doesn't progress. It kind of stays where it is, and you kind of have to be okay with that to be okay with that. I'm going to give Cedre Atlas an 8 out of 10. I really like it. I think Atelier did a great job here. It's unique. It smells great. I don't get the name. For me, it's just not a cedar or woody scent at all. And I'm really anxious to hear how others view this, because for me, this is pretty far away from what it says. But it really stands on its own too. I love the fact that you can get these different size options, and I hope that these don't say exclusive to Sephora, but I think that was a smart move by Atelier. So yeah, check this one out if you're a gourmand or an apricot fan, because I think this is something really unique. So I hope you have enjoyed this review of Atelier Cologne Cedre Atlas. We'll be back next week with more videos and reviews, guys. You know what it is.
I went from feline slippers to them fat knots to C74 one main cell block. This is for my niggas who expired before time. There's a war going on outside, all in our rhymes. Hug me, got me, and hold me.